And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down. 7. It's third down. Yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's got time in the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point, because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him 2 yards on the in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Ryan on second down. His pass caught at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Golden Tate, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
On 3rd, go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The play clock's running down. The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And they'll get him down here. And a long run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
The 13 yards that time at a first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Let's see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. He goes underneath to Freeman. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route.
What a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 1st down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
first and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Now, after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Second down, Mariota. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot and make sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play clock winding down. Mariota on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now Ryan on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing here, Mariota. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So 2nd and 10 here, and on the outside they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
The one running back is Gurley. Bro throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Defense taking pass. They've got the nickel set out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's got time. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Well, going.